Hey guys, welcome back. I'm Beth, and today we are going to be dressing Luca. I'm so disappointed, guys. I thought I did good. Okay, we're going to be dressing Luca, and then we're going to do a this or that tag for Halloween. But, okay, we just went to resale shops, right? Larry got home early. I needed to run to my bank. So we ran to town. He wanted to know if I wanted to go to resale shops. And I said, yeah. Well, we went to the one resale shop, got some stuff. And then we did a few more things, grabbed something to eat. And he wanted to know if I wanted to go to one more. So, yeah. Let's go to one we haven't been to for a while. They had costumes there for $2. They were, where's the price tag? $19.90. This one was $19.97, and then it had $5 marked on it, and they had $2 marked on it. All of their costumes, right? So, oh my gosh, they had like 3 of these. I thought I got the one that had all the pieces. I don't know. Anyway, so this one is a little alligator. I don't know. I think it might be maybe a little bit big on him. I don't know. The more and more I look at him, the more and more he does look real. He has little scratches on his face, but anyway, it's got a little tail. It was supposed to have little feet. I thought for sure I grabbed one that had feet, and now I can't find them. So, yeah, I got 3 different costumes. And the one costume's like, And the other one's really, really cute. I want to put it on, Emberly. And, gosh, guys, I'm so heartbroken about that. But anyway, okay, let's take little Booty's hat off. And I think I'm just going to leave these socks on. I didn't grab them any socks. I'm so bummed about that. I mean, it's not a big deal. It's not a big deal. But it kind of is. Oh my gosh. So, get this off, you big old melon. Oh, you beautiful boy. I love my big boy. He is the 3-month asleep Joseph sculpt from Bountiful Baby. And I'm not sure who painted him because I found him at a resale shop for $20. So, oh my hand. Gosh, I'm so bummed. So bummed. You would have looked really cute. They'd probably be too big for you anyway, but my gosh, that's such a bummer. I don't know if we'll have, I don't know, like, I guess there's no sense in running back. That's really a bummer, though. So, let's see. I keep shaking it to make sure they're not going to fall off somewhere. I could have swore this one had feet with it. Let's see. Unsnap this. I guess I'll take the tail off. Yeah, it came with a tail, a little hat. I know it was supposed to come with little buoys. Got a really good deal because I got a few other things and it only came up to like $8 and something, $8.52, something like that. But I'll go ahead and put, I don't know. I'll probably put I don't know if I'll put this back in the for the Thursday haul or not. Oh, looky there. Gosh, I wish this had the feet. Okay. Fasten that. And did I say what size this was for? It probably says on the tag back here. 3 to 6 months, I think it was. I don't see. I think this one was 3 to 6 months. And then I have one that's 0 to 6 months. Oh my gosh. Let's see these. This is going to fit so good, and it looks so much better if you had your little booties. Okay, so sorry I'm being quiet. I'm just still bummed about that. I know it's just booties, but it'd be so cute. Is this the last one? Look at that. I mean, it's a little big. It's a little big, but it looks cute. Look at that. And we're gonna put these. See? See how the hat fits? Oh. Guys, look at him. And I'm sure the booties were probably too big for him anyway, but I don't know. Did they? I was gonna say maybe they velcroed like the tail to hold it on, but okay. We're gonna be alligator without the feet. The feet were so cute too. They had little claws on them. Let's see, which way does the tail go? Should I set him up a little bit? Let's see. Okay. Now, let's figure out how we're gonna... I'm just gonna do it this way. Bring you up a little bit, maybe. Oh, gosh, guys. Isn't he cute? Turn around and look at everybody. Look at your aunties and uncles and your nieces, or your cousins. I was going to say nieces and nephews. We hope you don't have nieces and nephews yet. Where'd the notebook go? Okay. I saw a couple of YouTubers. I saw Sandra at Frozen in Time did this. She saw Melissa do it. So I watched Sandra's, and then I went over and watched Melissa's, so I could get the questions, because I wasn't writing the questions down when I watched Sandra. So yeah, say it's cute, but oh, yeah, gosh. Okay, this is a this or that tag, and it's 1 through 15. Okay, number 1, pumpkin patch or haunted house? Haunted house. I mean, of course the haunted house. I haven't been in the haunted house in a long time, so I'd really like to go. A pumpkin patch, we normally just get our pumpkins from Walmart. I guess if it was to take the little kids, if we could go, okay, if we could go to the Roloff's farm. But it'd have to be back in the day, because now the whole family's all split up. But that would have been so fun. Me and my youngest daughter wanted to go for the longest time, to go to the Roloff's pumpkin patch. So, yeah. I gotta get over those booties, guys. Gotta get over it. They're booties. They're just booties. Yeah. Okay, number 2. Black or orange? Black. I love black. I'm getting to where I like orange, but yeah, used to when I was younger, no orange for me. He's got orange on, see? Okay, number 3. Hayride or corn maze? I would rather do the hayride, like a haunted hayride. I'd do the corn maze with the little kids, but I just soon do the hayride. Okay, number 4. Carve or paint pumpkins? I'm going to say paint. Carving is so nasty, so messy. 5. Scary stories or Halloween games? Scary stories, of course. See, we gotta have the scary stories. Yeah. What's the alligator and no booties? Okay. Number 6. Trick or treat or hand out candy? Well, where we're living right now is like way out in the country, and so I don't think there's any handing out candy here. I'm going to say trick or treat. We always went trick or treating. We hardly ever handed out candy. So always took the kids. Even after I had my oldest and my ex-sister-in-law, she was pregnant. We went for Halloween. My ex was supposed to stay home and watch our baby, and it ended up being his mom and his step-grandma. And then he wanted to know, because the deal was, you watch the baby, and I go trick-or-treating, and I'll bring you back, we'll split the candy. And then he wanted to know where the candy was. Like, you didn't even watch the baby. You can't watch the baby for a few hours? No candy. Pumpkins, number 7. Pumpkin seeds or pumpkin pie? Pumpkin pie. I can do pumpkin seeds every once in a while, but just give me the pumpkin pie with plenty of whipped cream, please. I don't care if it's Cool Whip, whipped cream. Yeah. Number 8. Chocolate or candy? Chocolate. When the kids were little and we'd go through their candy and stuff and let them eat a little bit or whatever, they'd go to bed and 1 for mama, or 2 for mama, 1 for you, yeah. And I'd always take the chocolate. Number 9. And some of these are like, I don't know, kind of repetitive. Number 9, Snickers or Milky Way? I'm going to say Snickers. I mean, I guess I'm kind of like Sandra when it comes to that. Like, those are going to be the last ones. Like, Snickers going to be, because I want the crunch and the Twix and stuff like that before. I don't know, Milky Way? I mean, I'll eat a Milky Way. But 10, a caramel apple or popcorn ball? Popcorn balls? Caramel apple, I like them sliced. I don't just like eating them off of I never have. I don't know why. Well, I don't even like eating apples without them being sliced. So, if you haven't tried at Walmart, they have, like, by the apples and stuff, I didn't check to see if they have them in yet. But they have the best, and I don't know what company they're from, but they have like gourmet. I think they are gourmet. Gourmet, like chocolate covered. And they have like, they had a couple different kinds, I think. They had one with like white chocolate. And Sandra, I know you said you didn't care for the white. The white was always my favorite. I am getting to where I like bitter because I'm older. I get, the dark chocolate, whatever. I'm getting to where I like the bitter taste of it. But before, no, give me the white. I want sweet. Let's see. Number 11. Candy corn or Tootsie Rolls. Candy corn is so gross. No, give me Tootsie Rolls. Candy corn is... And I don't know why, because I like sweets, and it's really, really sweet. So, but, no, my grandma was a diabetic, and the only candy that she would allow in the house, even though she couldn't have it unless her blood sugar was low, I can remember her giving her shots in her tummy, thinking, ew, that's gross, Grandma. But she'd always keep candy corn in a little glass dish with a lid on it. And then circus peanuts. Oh, circus peanuts are so nasty. Like, I just, Ugh. Number 12, witches or vampires? I like witches and vampires, but I really like vampires. Say, we want a vampire brother or sister, huh? Yeah? 13. See, this is where it's a little repetitive too. Black cat or vampires? Why didn't they say, why wasn't it like number 12? Wolves or vampires, and then why didn't they do black cat or witches? I know black cat and witches kind of go together, but why did they do witches or vampires and then black cat or vampires? I like black cats. I had a black cat, Licorice. I loved that. Oh my gosh, I loved that boy. He wasn't very old, and my ex-husband's, one of his best friends, had a fatal motorcycle accident. He was 23 because I was 22 and pregnant, and he had just been over that day, and I chickened out telling him that I was pregnant again because it was our fourth baby. I had my first at 18 and my fourth by the time I was 22. So yeah, I didn't want to tell him, but I never got a chance to tell him. But anyway, after we had went to the funeral, we went to my ex went to his sister's house, and he was going to help mow and straighten up the yard and stuff because everybody's, I don't know, I bet you I cried. I mean, he was like a really best friend to me too. You could sit and talk to him anytime you needed anything. I mean, yeah, just about anything. So, anyway, we went to Mike's sister's house, and he was mowing and stuff. Well, they found a garden snake. I don't remember if they found it in the truck or he just found it in the grass. I don't remember. And it wasn't that big of a snake, but I didn't like snakes back then. I was still scared of them. And he wouldn't bring that stupid thing home. No, you're not. No, we don't have anything to put that in. And he's like, yes, we do. We have that 10-gallon tank that we're not using. You can't put that snake in a 10-gallon tank because it's just going to get out. And he's like, no, it won't. It's not that big. Yes, it is. Like, I don't even know that much about snakes, and I know it can get out of there. You know, anything they can get, go up and get, like, yeah, they're going to get out. So, whatever, I don't even remember how he brought it home, what he carried it in. We get home, and he goes and gets the 10-gallon tank. He throws some grass in there, and I don't remember what all he threw in there because I was still upset. And, I know he's trying to keep his mind off things and whatever, but I was just worn out. I was pregnant with my fourth baby and had 3 babies. Amy was actually born, the one that I was pregnant with, she was born 5 days before our little boy turned a year. So technically they're Irish twins. So, but I had a black cat, Licorice. Loved that boy. We had a recliner in the living room, and I'm tired. Kids are all tired and worn out because they had went with us. We always took them to funerals and stuff like that. They knew pretty young, you know, they were around it and stuff. But anyway, he left it sitting on the kitchen table, and he was getting ready to go out. He was going to go out and mow our yard and pick up and clean and stuff, you know, whatever. And I was like, well, I think I'm going to lay down and try to take a nap. You know, the kids, they're all tired and whatever. And so I was just going to sit in the reclining chair and recline back. And Licorice is walking around, and I told him, I was like, buddy. And he, you know, meow, meow, meow. I was like, if that snake tries to get out of that tank, you get it. You get that snake from Mama. Well, Mike went outside. Kids, they passed out. You know, they were on the floor coloring books and stuff, you know, whatever. And I finally start to snooze off, and the next thing I know, you can hear my cat. Oh my gosh, Licorice was throwing a fit. Just, oh, that terrible noise that cats can make. And I sit up a little bit, and I'm like, buddy, what's wrong? What's wrong, buddy? And he's like, you know, and I was like, what are you doing? And I look, he's underneath the kitchen table. He had that snake. He had it dropped on the floor, like between his front paws. It was dead. Good boy. I was giving him treats and petting him and loving on him. And you are my baby boy, you know. Might come in and he's like, something about spoiling the cat, or I don't know. And he's like, what's going on? And I was like, he's a good boy. He's a good cat. When I tell my cat to do something, you know, or my dog or something, and they do it, that's good. And he's like, well, what did he do? And I was like, what do you think he did? He looked, and he was, I mean, not really, really mad, but yeah, he was kind of upset. Stupid cat. He's not a stupid cat. He's a smart cat. He did what his mama told him to do. Speaking of smart, I have a little snake that, my really good friend, her boyfriend, she mentioned she'd like snakes, and so he went and got her a snake, and she's like, I just said I liked him, I didn't want one. So now I have it, and on top of it, I'll have to show you, well, I don't even know if anybody on here even likes snakes. I know Melissa from Melissa Valentine's nursery. I know she used to have a snake, she said the other day. But my snake, his name is Keanu Reeves. He's in a, gosh, how big is that tank? Trying to think. Is it 75? Because my daughter has 150, and I think it would take 2, because I have them both. I have both tanks. I have one with fish in it, and I have one with the snake in it. Because when they had him, he was just in one of the little, you know, terrariums for small snakes. But since I have this big tank, anyway, my niece had 2 water turtles that she's had for the longest time. One was Shelly, and I don't remember what the other one's name was because she got that after I stayed with her. But my daughter Amy had went and got them, and she was going to keep them, but they're a little bit bigger than what she thought. And I thought about keeping them. Because I want a turtle in my goldfish tank. But I want a little bitty one. I'd like to have a snapping turtle. I love snapping turtles. But Amy, my youngest daughter, brought, if you've ever seen like a tank that you can keep a turtle in, it's just a regular tank, fish tank. And then it's got this, I can't remember what it's called, a basking. It's all wired, it's enclosed, and it's got a little ladder that goes up to it, and they can come up there, and you can put a lamp or whatever, and they can bask and get out of the water. Well, I went ahead and put that on the snake tank. I'm like, what am I going to do with this thing? Because I went ahead and let the turtle out in the fish pond outside, the goldfish pond. And that's where I feed the snake. I'll pick him up, play them a little bit, but on his feeding days, I pick him up, play them a little bit, thaw out his mouse, and I put him in there and dangle a little, because I feed him frozen mice, dangle a little bit, and he eats it. And I've done that, let's see, 3, 4, maybe 4 times, 3, 4 times. And he will come up there, like he comes up there sometimes looking around. So the very last time when he did that, I gave him a mouse. And he took it really, he takes them super fast anyway, but yeah, he took that one super fast. So now, I don't think I'll be feeding him in between, but at least I know he's hungry. I did feed him that day. It was on like a Thursday, I think, and I normally feed on Saturday. That's just always been when I had snakes and lizards and anything like that. Like major feeding day would be on Saturdays, and then major tank cleaning would be on Saturdays. So, black cat, it's witches or vampires. Vampires, black cat or vampire. I guess I'm going to say a cat since I already said vampire. There's 2 more. Number 14, trick or treat. Well, there's a couple good tricks that we did when I was a kid with my best friend. We toilet papered this guy. I loved his dog. I don't know how old he was. I don't even remember the guy's name, I don't think. I remember the dog. He was black. Loved that dog. That dog would walk me and my sister to school, and most days he would sit there across the school, across the street, and just sit there and wait until it was time for us to come home. And then and sometimes, that's back in the day, so sometimes, like back in the, 70s? Sometimes he'd walk us to school and he might go home, but he'd be back. He'd always be back at the end of the day to walk us home. I loved that dog. But anyway, me and my best friend thought we would toilet paper the guy. Because he was always not, today you would think, oh, freaky, But no, he was really nice. He didn't mind us playing with the dog. Me and my sister playing with the dog, taking him for walks. And I got so attached to that dog. But yeah, we toilet papered and we soaped him. Well, then either the next day or a couple days later, I think it was like the next day or whatever, we're walking by and he's like, look at that. Somebody toilet papered and soaped me. Have you seen anybody? Oh no, we don't know who that is. And he's like, yeah, I think I'm going to pay somebody to clean this mess up. I'm like, oh yeah? My friend looks at me like, oh my God, we can't do that because we did it. Like, shut up. So yeah, we cleaned it up. I don't remember how much we made. I don't remember if he gave us like $5 to share. Because back then, he could have gave us $1. We could have got 50 cents of, that was still when they had 1-cent candy. And you could go, I used to trick my sister all the time, and I don't know why she didn't get smart to it. But like if she had a quarter and I only ended up with a nickel, I did a penny and a dime. I did it a couple of times, and she never caught on. I'd say, well, this one's more, and then give it to her. We'd go to the candy store, and I'd always get more. She never caught. I don't know why she didn't catch on. She was 5 years younger than me, and maybe that was kind of mean, like me being 10 and her 5 and doing that. But yeah, she was always mean to me. So, but yeah, we tricked for trick or treat, and we got paid for it. So, and then my cat, I didn't tell that story. I was babysitting. I had the 4 kids babysitting and stuff, and my cat ended up getting in the dryer. That's a sad story. But yeah. And then Arf, I don't remember how long it was after this trick-or-treating thing, and we got paid, but it was probably like the next year, because I think it was because it was like in the spring. We used to play Ghost in the Graveyard, and I knew that I hadn't seen Arf for a little bit, and I'm like, that's, we always see him going outside, going to the bathroom, and stop and play with him, and what's that piece of hair? And we started playing Ghost in the Graveyard. It was starting to get darker. And Ghost in the Graveyard is just kind of like playing hide and seek, but it's the opposite, I think. I don't remember. Like, everybody hides, and then they're the ghost, and then whoever's walking around says, I'm not scared of the big bad ghost. And yeah, they have to walk around, and then the ghost can come out, and that's kind of a fun game. But that's how we found him. He was underneath my best friend's trailer. Someone had poisoned him. God, I was so sad. I think I was more sad than his owner. I mean, all the kids in the neighborhood were sad, but I was really super sad. So, number 15. Mask or face paint? Well, face paint, I don't really like how it feels, and it makes me sweat, and I sweat anyway. But I would do face paint over a mask, because when we were little, back in the 70s, we had those plastic masks with the rubber thing around it, and you put those on with the plastic outfit. Those were horrible, and I was always a chunky girl. So you know how it's tight, won't fit on you. I hated those costumes. It was, hated them. Did not, yeah. So, that's it. And I've been on here for a half an hour. So, let me know what you think about the tag. And, yeah. Is anybody else going to do this tag for this or that Halloween? Let me know what you think about his costume, even though he doesn't... I can't quit belching or whatever I'm doing. Tell me what you think about his costume, even though he doesn't have his little feet. It's still cute. I just wish it had its little feet. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. So, oh, Bunny Boo Boo. Bunny. Yeah. Come here. There he is. Ooh. That's scary. That's not scary. He's cute. No, that's scary. Look at him. He looks like an alligator. You silly. It's just a costume. Okay. Okay, do you have anything you want to tell the folks? Hi, folks. Hi. I just want to tell you that in a world where you can be anything, be kind. I love you guys. I love you so much, and we'll see you in the next one.